This is the 28/11/16. I've just been looking at some of the Beumount videos, YouTube, and now they are slain by commercials, different. So I think all I write on news on the investigation is being overridden by commercials or control of the mails, mobile and post, right? The news are we can maybe ID the phantom drawing of a person, an older person in tweed with a tweed hat on. He might be from the close relation of where I grew up. And then we have another ID maybe on a person walking on the beach with a camera on his right side. That person is also, he could be a media person or even a policeman. That this person, if it's the right idea, might have left after the case to catch up with the missing girls, right? We also know that the Explorer in this relation covers model, TV, film, magazine, designing, running down to Italy, linking the investment of the music, TV, film, design, Gotti, and also the Italian Ruby case. And then we jumps to unpaid diplomacy in the scandal case, in court case against Clinton and Bill Clinton, and the loose rumors on Epstein top VIP Explorer use of girls, right? The same in the Ruby case. We have a loose, but whatever, this is a kind of rumor attack or whatever. I can't tell. I know for sure that Bill Clinton, and Hillary Clinton has received mail that was sensitive in diplomacy, and that she probably launched an attack to eliminate what she thought was her unpaid or unrewarded long diplomacy, and I think that she tested ground in Denmark and Norway to find out if you could carry through the launch of an attack, and also met with Steve to try and find out if he was morally stronger than her, and I think he was. I've been listening to the inquiry on Clinton, and is still deeply shocked about her capability to lie, and it actually is a little bit worrying to see that she can't even getting the facts, remember or recall or admit that she has been conducting crimes. The same we have in Denmark in the ways of defense minister, the justice minister, high court, the court personnel, police and commune in the second generation kidnapping legalized crimes. So what we see here is the skeleton of heavy abuse in entertainment, heavy pedophile abuse in traffic and kidnapping, first, second generation, and even a kind of planning for explore of a boy in future, right? The person around, the relatives I have around is psychopathic, careless about whatever up and down in this case. They are in it. They are a reason for a lot of suffering from children and so on. The police in Denmark neglect investigation. They are as ordered from top off, or they are ordered from ground off, that will say organized crime. So there actually is a little level pressure on police both ways, right? I can also see that in some of the Beumount videos is for first the commercial running over them, which is from Denmark, which is weird when it's an Australian video. We had difficult to call the Australian embassy and the UK embassy and the US embassy. There is control of the phone or hacking on the phone. Even a DNA sample sent to the Australian embassy got lost. And we also know that I think that in the street of Ribe, which ID, there is a shop owner who actually lives in Rome or connected Rome, Italy, or Israel, who might be responsible for 2 of the missing Beumount kids. And that means that they have been close connected down in Ribe, which is an old town in level of Oxford, and that these people is a kind of secrecy society. In Denmark, they call it loge, which is the same as mafia. We also know that some of these people were wearing kilts, meaning that they weren't probably original Danish. They could have been Scottish, British, or whatever. We also know that some of these people in the background of the Second World War could have escaped, war crimes, or been on the run from something, or victimized as much as they were being abusive, a kind of breakdown abuse. But we know that the organization of running right now is that the police is burdened by top staff and bottom staff and crime waves, and that is one of the reasons why I'm not back in Australia. So Denmark also have a lot of other cold cases, newer cold cases. Esbjerg Commune and Esbjerg Police refused to help identify a boy, which is maybe the Abdu. There's 3 missing Copenhagen kids in Interpol system. We also know links to murders, justice murder, and some missing person: Gunvar Kruse, Daniel Bartner, Ethan Petts, Arlene Arkinson, and also the 3 Beumount. So these people on the top of the system in Denmark is playing along with murders, justice murder, and kidnapping. There's no other way to say it, and I'm shamed on these people that keep the population in trust of that they have a system that works. They don't. And from my point of view as a diplomat, I can see that this system will break at some point, because they're using huge money only for control of their own crimes, and whatever they do in the future, they will be junctioned by a lot of other countries that knows about this case. We're working heavily on trying to find out what kind of level the influence to United States of Clinton, who was controlling that kind of blackout from the media, and also the big law was forgotten in all of her work in a way. I know from sources in Pakistan and India and Russia, China, and so on, and France, that they're looking into this very serious. So we are really stunned that Denmark is trying to hurt me in the same time they know I've been explored for 15 years and explored for abuse, and that my son is in a captivity of Esbjerg Commune, which doesn't care about anything else than I don't know what actually, but so we have a very difficult case with the cooperation with Denmark, and I would be careful if I was traveling here with investment or with kids, definitely. We also have a very, very cut down police and a very, very non-educated police in IT crimes, in pedophilia network. They are moving out of Schengen cooperation. They're definitely in defensive, and that opens the door from the beginning of the whatever. But they have in the past, in the 50s, 60s, a very large number of organized crime, where we named the gotchas one of the active. And we also have a trace of Snyder's 9 horses, and we have a trace of criminals that have been in Denmark committing crime in gateways, and we have a lot of traces, but we can't get anyone to cooperate because they refuse. So there is no really, and I will also say that if you are from intelligence or military, don't go here alone. It's too risky anyway,